Hello everyone. Hello and welcome to my stream. There we are. Hey, how are you doing? Hope you're well. Hope you're all right. Today I would like to play around with this drawing that I've made last time, but until then I would like to also do a bit of practice, the exercises we are used to do. I think I'll lower the music a bit. Maybe something like that. Hopefully you're still able to hear me quite well. But now let me just adjust those settings, because you're seeing my Photoshop screen, but you're not seeing the window I'm working on. So let's just see what we can do about that. Maybe if I do that and new source, yeah. Let's see. No, I think it's this one. Yeah, this is the one. Done and done. Okay, and now if we can just adjust this to the proper size of the screen, yeah, something like that. Okay. And now move it under the video capture device. There we go. Okay, so now you're seeing everything. You're seeing also the Photoshop. You're seeing the drawing that I've made last time. And yeah, as I said, we'll do like 15 minutes of practice. We'll do a bit of a warm-up, because today I would really much like to color this frog. And for that, we'll just need to make another group. For the moment, we'll close this. And I think we should bring the exercise that I've already made. And you can find the exercise in the link below. If you look in the description, there is a drive, a Google Drive, and you can find this exact exercise that you're probably familiar with if you've watched any of the other streams, the ones in the beginning. It's an exercise to develop some steadiness in the hand, so that you're a bit better at drawing straight lines in any direction. So yeah, I didn't get a time to update, to make any more exercises until now, the ones that I've showed you already, but one step at a time. When I'll get the time to do it, I will make sure to do it and upload them there. But until then, I think we can begin with this one. So it's important to have the spine straight, sit straight on the chair, and focus on not moving the arm too much, not moving the wrist too much. Try to keep everything steady when you do those lines. And you see, try to make one fluid motion if you're able to. But that's why we're exercising, right? To get a bit better every time. There we are. And try to hit as many dots as possible. Okay, this is a bit more difficult because I'm hitting the chair when I'm drawing those lines at the bottom, but no worries. Let's try again. And even by trying to hit as many dots as possible now, even though I don't manage to, I've noticed that it's a bit easier to draw straight lines when I have to make a certain project, you know? It gets a bit better. And I'm sure the practice has something to do with that. There we are. And now let me try to do some from right to left. So, you know, a bit weirder. This doesn't feel natural at all, but it's fine. That's why we're practicing. Hope you're enjoying the music. I found it on Streamlabs, because I'm using Streamlabs to make those streams, and they have this kind of app, right? That oh damn, that line was really off. They have an app that lets you play royalty-free music that they're providing, and right now it's free, so you know, why not use it? It's great because I don't have to go out there and search for a lot of royalty-free music on YouTube, let's say, and then download it. This one has quite a few playlists as well, so it's pretty nice. Good. Now I'm gonna do some of the ovals that we've talked about in the last lessons. I think in many lessons we talked about the ovals. Okay, so try to separate them with some lines, and then let's try and get those ovals in there. Maybe those will not be as helpful today, but you know what? Doesn't matter, they are usually helpful. I think what we can do to make things a bit more interesting is to have a coloring practice exercise. And I think I know just the thing that could be useful. Okay, so I'm just trying to keep the hand steady, keep the wrist locked so it doesn't move around, and everything happens from the shoulder for bigger movements, wider movements. When I'm trying to do details, then it's okay to use the wrist, but using the wrist too much, or even the shoulder too much, may exhaust that particular part of the body, and then you can injure yourself. And that's not what we aim for. We want to draw as much as possible, right? Whenever we want to, and if possible, avoid pain, avoid the injuries that can appear. So it's important to be conscious about the way we're drawing as well. Okay, so I'm noticing that some of those ovals, you know, are not full. I'm removing the pen from the screen. That's interesting. I didn't notice that before. Gonna try to pay attention to that as well. Okay. This is certainly warming up the muscles. And also about the schedule, I will try to make it a bit more regular, and I will try to tell you guys ahead of time when I'm streaming, but lately it's been all over the place. So yeah, I don't have a strict schedule right now. I'm just trying to do it once a week, but I'll do my best, and hopefully we'll get to a certain day a week. Always have the stream in the exact same evening, if possible. But yeah, that's what I'd like to do. Okay, now let's try to do that coloring exercise that I was talking about. And from what I can remember, I did this quite a long time ago, but let's try. You were just supposed to drop the opacity to about 50% or something, and just combine different colors and see what happens in the intersection, right? So if we drew the yellow and then we moved on to a darker pink, let's see what happens here in the middle. Okay, so we're getting some sort of red. Okay, a light red. So we went with quite a light yellow, a very light yellow, and then with a darker, yeah, but this is also lowered opacity. So it was a darker pink, and the result was a quite lighter red. Okay, so let's try with some others. So I'm dropping the opacity in order for them to combine, right, for the two colors. Okay, so here we have some sort of blue, right? Okay, that's interesting. Nice. Very basic exercise. Stuff that we were doing when we were children. We were very young. Just playing around, seeing what happens. Okay, this is so from that blue and the green, we get a sort of a murkier green. I see, but I'm wondering what would happen if we get, you know, a similar green, but we combine it with a red. What is this? It's just a darker red, you see? Yeah, so it doesn't affect it that much. But what I'm guessing is green should be affected by violet. No. So green, it appears it just darkens. It darkens the colors a bit, and it changes the hue. Blues probably do the same, right? Let's say orange. The result is a slightly darker orange, yeah, a bit reddish. Okay, if we use one of the violets combined with orange as well, we get red. Yeah, something around that. What about cyan? What does cyan do? Cyan combined with let's try red. Let's try what happens. Yeah, it just it appears to darken the red slight bit. Okay, not sure what we've learned from this, but I guess something. Yeah, okay, so this was just playing around for a while, but now now we're going to play a a bit longer with our character over here. So what I'd like to do is create another group where I'm gonna do all the painting, right? And before I start painting, I'd like to open up the references that I've gathered last time that we looked at. Those frog references. And let's see if we can open them up here. There we go. Yep, that's the one. And I think we can move it. Yeah, we can move it like that. It's fine, I think. Yeah. And you can see over here the whole canvas. And now what I'd like to do is try and replicate, you know, not 100%, but quite a bit. Try to replicate the materials, the colors of the skin, the nuances. And at first, let's try to just go with basic colors, creating sort of the base without adding lighting, no values, right? So let's see, something like this. Yeah, for that I think I can change the opacity back up. And what I'd like to do is make it a bit more yellow, a bit brighter. Maybe not. I think something like this could work. Yeah, I think this color looks quite nice. We can use it for the frog. So I'm gonna put those colors up here so that we keep them. Then if you can see underneath, right, the belly, it's a slightly lighter yellow, and also there's some prominent yellow that's quite strong. Maybe not that strong. It's somewhere in the middle. Let's see, something like that, maybe. This is quite light, but I think I like it. No, that's too dark. Something like that. And what else? For the eyes. For the eyes, let's use some purples. Some purples. No, that's too purple. Maybe a bit more to the gray. Yeah, that looks pretty good. And yeah, we kind of have the frog. Maybe some of those browns for the 3D tattoos that the frog has, you know, something like that. It's a bit too dark, but we can lighten up the colors. Okay, and then some more towards the orange. Yeah, I think I like those. And then what I'd like to use for the wand, maybe we can go with something like that. Some of those mustard shades. For the backpacks, combination of those. And for the hat, we can use the same, some of these, and darken it. Okay, but for now I'd like to separate the colors, and by that I mean separate the actual objects that are gonna be colored. So I'm gonna use the lasso for this. I'm certain there are better methods, but right now I'm just playing around. And yeah, I'm gonna search for those other methods of selection. The magic wand doesn't really work here in this scenario, but there is like the magnetic lasso, I think it's called, that might work quite well. I'm gonna have to try it, you know, beforehand. I got a bit more extra time to exercise this week. That makes me happy. Trying my best to exercise whenever I get the chance. And that's what I advise you do as well. When you have some spare time, you have a little notebook on you, just draw something. Doesn't matter what it is. Can be something from life, can be something from imagination, a little doodle to start the day. But, you know, just have some fun. Try to relax while doing it. Because that's the main reason, right? To bring you some joy. Okay. Oh. There we are. That's looking quite good. The selection. I could be using also the pen tool to do this selection, but you know, I'm trying my best to exercise as well while doing this, right? To benefit from using the selection tool. Bags. Those are bags, yeah. What else? We have the helmet. The helmet is quite a simple shape, right? Nothing too complex in there. Let's try and rotate it, because it's gonna make life a lot easier for me right now. Oh, not that way. This music is very... I'm not sure how to say. Suspenseful, I guess. I was not expecting that. Yeah, a bit creepy. They say it's, you know, very relaxing music to play while you're playing Minecraft. I guess it could be. It could count like that. I think what we can do here is... I think there's a better way to color this. I don't remember how. Like just, you know... Just after you've done the selection, fill the whole selection with a certain color. There must be something like that in Photoshop. I'm gonna have to search for that as well. And now for the frog, I'm gonna put it behind all of that, because I don't want to have that, you know, very fine selection around the bag and around the helmet. No, I'm just gonna select the main shape, and afterwards for those areas we'll just paint underneath, so it's gonna be fine. So I was thinking about streaming on Twitch as well, but unfortunately Streamlabs doesn't have the capacity to stream on multiple platforms unless you pay for the Ultra, I think. That's what I remember reading last time. I might be wrong, but yeah, I have to search a bit more about that. Yeah, so that's why I thought about just streaming on YouTube for now. Just keep streaming here, because also the live streams are placed nicely in the live stream column and they don't intersect with the videos. And also I would like to mention that I'm planning on creating some videos soon enough. Hopefully we'll live to see it. I have some ideas that I'd like to create. To bring into existence. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. For now, what I find to be the most important thing is enjoy those moments. This music couldn't have arrived at a better moment. Okay, so I'm noticing there. I think this is the one. Yeah. No. Oh yeah. I have to select the other way. Then go back. A bit of shadow was missing. Okay, here we select like that, the frog, and then nope, didn't mean to do that. There. I'd also like to do some challenges, like draw something in 1 minute, and then 10 minutes, and then 1 hour, that sort of thing. And it would be really fun to do that during a live stream, you know, and then create a video from it. Because people who would be watching the live stream would see the whole process, and then people who would watch the video would see just the fast forward version, right? I think that's a nice idea. Okay, so there we have the frog. And now quickly fill it up. Okay, so we got some basic colors in there, and now on top of that I'd like to create some groups for each of those. So we got the frog group for the frog's body. We got the wand group, and we'll start with the wand, detail it. Then we have the bags and the helmet. Okay, so we can see them individually. And now let's start with the wand. Let's play around with colors that we already have here. You know, just move a bit to one side, and we're drawing on top of the base color. We can even do this to make sure we're not drawing outside of the contour. Yeah, that's what I meant. Can have something like that, and then maybe something darker, quite darker. Yeah, like that. Gonna make a nice design, I think. I think I should stop saying I think so much. It doesn't bring anything new if I say it, so yeah. Try to be more conscious. And there we are. And now for the actual wood. Let's make this a bit smaller. Try to add some texture, but let me try and add it underneath, right? So it doesn't bother what we've already done. So the wood would have to be quite magical in order to bend like this, right? Something I would think. Yeah, so it would prepare from here to make the curve. Here we could have, yeah, one of these. It's like an eye. You can bring some shadow in there. Maybe a bit more. Yeah, like that. That's a bit too much detail, maybe. Because probably someone wouldn't notice this from afar, right? So let's just try and make it a bit more obvious, right? Larger strokes. Just play around, and maybe some more darker strokes to go with everything else. Lovely. Okay, so from this distance the one looks pretty nice. What I'd like to add though would be some light. Some light over here, maybe towards the top as well. Let's go back, and some, you know, some of those strong lights, some powerful lights. Okay, wait, just one. Select just one. Yeah, like that. Like almost whites. You know why? Because we're gonna place something on the top of that wand. There we are. Yeah, I guess this looks pretty well. And now on top of everything, and that means everything, this is gonna be wand. And here, yep, we're gonna make something magical. Some swirls, you know, something. Let me try, I think. Go in many different directions. Yeah, something like that. And then we can add some of these. No, just make it bigger and make it like underneath. And ones who are lighter. So underneath, maybe more like that. And now let's try and reduce the opacity. Oh, not like that, just it has to be from here. Yeah, so reduce the opacity of that and reduce the opacity of this as well. And also this. And then add on top some of the whites. Right? But with 100% opacity. There we are. Yeah. So add something to bring a bit more of that 3D effect on this drawing. Does it look better without this? Also, this is very, very light, extremely light. Maybe something like this. It's a bit better. Not that obvious, you know? I think that's cool. Good. Now, moving on, we can make the bags. Those should be pretty straightforward. But first of all, some water. Don't forget the water rule. Drink whenever you're thirsty. Okay, so let's try and let me see over here. Definitely this should be lighter, right? And also, yeah, have that selected. And also here, probably have quite a bit of light. We're gonna make it darker afterwards. still this one, right? Yeah. And now let's try and get a few soft shadows over here. And here some darker ones. And to get some of this texture, yeah, I would probably need more shadows. That should be controlled a bit better than what I'm doing here. Should have started with those, but hey, we're learning here, right? Next time it's gonna be a bit better. Yeah, this looks quite different, quite weird. Maybe if I lighten up a bit over here and trying to find something in the middle, you know. The music is really nice though. Really chill. Doesn't look bad. Doesn't look that good, but you know. This is a bit too light, you know. And therefore doesn't leave too much space for highlights. Now I don't see the shadows anymore. Okay. Yeah, let's just quickly try and do something here and then bring some highlights, and that's that. Call it a day. Something like that. Okay. Interesting, yeah. And now for the helmet. This one looks pretty nice, and so gonna try and replicate what's happening there. So I see there's some light, and for sure there's gonna be light in this area because of the booming magic thing. So we're gonna have this area that's gonna be lit, and also I think there's some backlight over here, not there as well, but yeah, just like that. And we can add some more light here, right? Bit there, maybe not. And then some darker areas around here, I guess, where there's not that much light. Like that, maybe. Here we should have some as well. Maybe not there. Now, let me try and lower the opacity and see if I can blend this a bit. Blend it a bit with the surroundings. This looks a bit muddy, you know, smudgy. Yep. Smudginess. Oh no, didn't mean to do that. Okay. Now, for some texture, maybe a bit more darkness here, right? A few more. There we go. Okay, and now for the texture, right? For texture, we see all those little bits that are popping out everywhere, right? Those little shrapnel things. They're showing that the helmet, you know, has been worn, has gone through some battles, not barrels. Maybe we can try and replicate that a bit. Now they look like little worms. Okay. maybe it was not such a good idea after all. Okay, that's why we have a second layer, right? Okay, so yeah, no texture for now, I guess. Maybe we just bring a bit more darkness towards this area, but yeah, I think it's fine for now. What I'd like to do is, oh, this is part of this. So now we can merge those two together. What I'd like to do is change the color of this one, right? So make something like that. Let me change to this. Right, and we go all the way to the top. Okay, so something like that. And then maybe here bring some more of this coppery vibe. The brush is too big right now. So I'm keeping the opacity in order to not change what's underneath that much, because I just wanna change the layer on top, change some of the nuances, and we can even remove some of the opacity from that one. And for the stars, I'd like to use something like golden, right? Then I'm gonna add some sparks on top to make them look like they glitter. Make the stars glittery. And then for the last part, for the frog, well, I don't know, that's gonna be a whole different thing. Let's see, we're already at 55 minutes. Maybe we'll do that next time, because this already took a while. Maybe we'll do the frog next time. The frog's body. Okay, so what I want to do here is darken this a bit, and then adding something like that. Just a little bit. Okay, and now for the stars, make that just like we did with the wand. We'll make them a separate layer, bring something bright, use a soft round brush, just add the glitter. That's a bit small. Larger brush. Yeah, something like that. Because I don't want to make it look like it's just... now it removes all the texture. It removes everything we've worked on. Then maybe something softer. Just a little bit on each of them. Just like a reminder that those are actually glittering stars. They should be glistening. Maybe something like that. Yeah, not sure if it helps, but we'll go with that. But for the texture though, I'd really much liked some texture underneath all of that. Like, I'd liked something to happen there. So it's gonna be on top. Yeah, it would be on top. Not sure what though. Texture, how? This is tricky. This might be a job that I'm not prepared to do right now. I don't want hair on this helmet. Yeah, I guess this is a bit difficult. I think I'm gonna keep it like that. And what else can we do right now just to finish up for today? I think we can make the eyes of the frog, but no, let's bring opacity to 100%. Let's try and work with that. So I'm just gonna make the eyes on a different layer, separate from that one. I don't mind if some of the color drips out into the green. That's kind of my idea anyways. Maybe not there, but you know, I wanted to give a bit of reflection, I guess. And here, yeah, we can just do that with the pupil. And then dark. Ooh. Ah. It's a wizard. You're a wizard, Froggy. Okay, I think this about does it for now. And let's see what happened, where we started from, what was at the beginning. So this is just lines, this is colors, and those are SEs, special effects, right? So I think they help a bit, the special effects. They make the stars pop out. Of course, if I knew how to do them better, they would do a better job at that, but they still work a bit. For the wand, it makes it more interesting. Let me close this so we can see it a bit better. And for the actual frog, the colors. Okay, so starting from this, okay, and then adding this. Bit better. You can see it's quite murky around here. It's a bit weird because I didn't think about all the little shapes that would have to go into the bag. And also for the helmet, there's not much texture. There's no texture actually. But maybe we can do that with the lines. Yeah. Huh. Okay, so this is quite nice. Seeing just the colors without the lines. You can see how it goes. No? Makes sense. But the lines make a huge difference. Yeah, I'd really much like to learn how to paint, you know, from scratch without doing the lines part. Just paint with the colors from the beginning. But we'll probably get there in time. For now, I'm happy with what I've managed to do today. Hope you are as well. Hope you're happy with what you've done. Hope you've enjoyed the stream. I wish you a great week ahead. May you create little projects along the way, something that advances, that makes you, you know, go ahead, get ahead in your plans, in your projects. Other than that, hope you're having a wonderful evening. I'll see you next time, and yeah, you'll find me here on YouTube. Most likely, it will be something happening during the weekend, I guess. I don't think I'm gonna have the time to do it on Thursday as I'm planning to, but you know, life's life. What we can do is move forward. So that's what I wish for you as well. Move forward, enjoy life, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.